Citizen Education. I am your host, Natasha Lee. Hello, Hello and welcome if you're just tuning in. Welcome to another live. And for this conversation, we want to talk about, is Shericka going for the record in that 200 meters coming up just tomorrow in Switzerland? And we want to talk about that in the context of Gabby Thomas as well and concerning encouragement and expectation. I would love to hear from you. So please remember that this is a safe space where we can share and learn from each other. So please go ahead and share in the live chat. You can also participate in this conversation by calling the WhatsApp number that you see on screen. All right, again, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome to another live. So I'm just trying to access my chat here. All right, so please remember to like, share, and subscribe. All right. So I'm just checking here and comment in the live chat and let me know that you're here. All right. So again, we want to talk about Shericka in the 200 meters. Is she going for that record tomorrow? And also, I have an interesting piece of information that I would like to share with you regarding Shericka and the 400 meters. So stay tuned. Hello and welcome. Welcome if you're just tuning in. Welcome to another live. All right, we have a caller here. Hello, caller, you're live.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hopefully you're hearing me loud and clear.
I am hoping that person's in the chat that they're hearing you. So if you're in the live chat, just comment and let me know if you're hearing us. That would be awesome. Hello, my co-host. How are you doing?
I'm not doing too badly. Interesting topic. out there today again. So I'm looking forward for a rich discussion as usual.
Okay, I'm not sure where you're probably talking to us from, but you're a bit low. So I'm not sure if you're using
All,
like a headset or something, but I am hoping that
all
the
right,
listeners and viewers.
I'll change my location and probably give you a call back.
Okay, Ryan, please do that. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Welcome to another live. I would love to hear from you. Let me know in the live chat if you're hearing me. Please comment in the live chat and let me know if you're hearing me. All right. So we're having a conversation, or we want to start this conversation about the 200 meters on the Diamond League circuit there. We'll be seeing Shericka Jackson. So we'll be seeing, I'm just getting a feedback here. Just stay tuned. All right. Could you let me know if you're hearing me in the live chat? Just let me know if you're hearing me in the live chat. That would be awesome. Let me know if you're hearing me in the live chat, if I am loud and clear. And welcome if you're just tuning in. Please let me know if you're hearing me in the live chat. So I'm just checking, just waiting for someone to indicate if you're hearing me. Welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome to another live. Please let me know if you're hearing me in the live chat. All right. I just want someone to confirm that you're hearing me in the live chat. Hello, Soji. Welcome to the chat. And I'm getting a caller, so let's try this one. Hello, caller. You're live.
Hello.
Hello.
Ryan calling back.
Hi, my co-host. How are you doing?
Not doing too badly. Hope you're hearing me better this time.
For sure. And so if you're in the live chat, let me know if you're hearing us. That would be awesome. Go ahead, Rurian.
Yeah, I'm just wanting to make sure that the audio is out and up and running so that persons are able to express themselves and be heard. So that's pretty much where I'm at. But as I was saying before I hung up, it's an interesting race tomorrow, and I can't wait to see how things pan out.
Awesome. So I'm seeing getting confirmation here from Groy. Welcome to the chat. Groy is saying loudly. So we got new equipment. So we're just wondering if it's working. So I just want to know. So thank you so much for that confirmation, Groy. All right, Rurian, we're loud and clear.
Awesome.
So what is your view on this race tomorrow? Do you believe that Shericka will be going for the record? And, what do you have in that context of encouragement and expectation?
Oh, well, it's pretty much Sherrick against the clock. So I think if she's going to think about getting any form of, you know, self-satisfaction, I think she's gonna have to run against the clock because Gabby was the closest person to her in the World Championship, and she was a way back. So I don't see anyone challenging her unless she's not on her best performance. But I think she has that in the back of her mind that she's going to try for the world record.
Okay, okay, awesome. And just to let you know too, I'm trying to get that list up, but a lot of the athletes will be going, quite a few of them will be going in the 100 meters. We'll be doing the 200 meters too. So we're going to see that too. And Shericka is just doing the 200 meters. So I tend to agree with you that she's probably going for the record. And later, as soon as this chat builds up, I am going to play something for you all and then ask you to share your views on this new development. Not surprising for me, given what I have seen. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the Voices in Education. This is a safe space where we can share and learn from each other. It doesn't matter if you have a different view or opinion or perspective. Your perspective is always welcome. This is a safe space again where we respect each other and we share, right? And you bring your uniqueness to this space. And with that, there is so much diversity. And with diversity, there's a lot of richness. And that is where we're able to take away and learn from each other. So, Groy, welcome. If this is your first time here, Soji, big up yourself, big up yourself. And blessings to you too, my brother. All right. So, right now, I am pretty much asking you to give this video a like and let's continue sharing. If this is your first time here, hit that subscription button as well. More Genius, hello, hello, and welcome. And more Genius is saying 100% Shericka. So I guess that's pretty much persons agreeing with you there, Rurian, that Shericka will be getting this one. That's the expectation.
Yes, I think it's clear, and it would be we would have to see something that's really out of our ordinary to happen for her to be denied, meaning she doesn't run at her best, or somebody just had peaked and has that ability to run faster than her. So that's how I see it. Based on how the other athletes are performing, I can't see anyone doing that right now. So 100% Shericka, as more Judith said.
Oh, for sure. So, and I guess you mentioned that right now it's pretty much Shericka against the clock.
Yes, it is because she outclassed a wonderful field at the world championship rather last week. So it's a similar field, and I think she's just gonna continue her dominance in her favorite event, 200 meters.
So at the World Championship there in Budapest, we saw that Shericka was just like a tops away from that from that record set by Flojo, right? So Flojo's record as it stands is 21.34 and Shericka did 21.41. So pretty much like a second away there. So do you believe that this record is in danger? That Shericka is going to get the record?
I think so.
Perhaps not tomorrow, but she's going for it.
Yes, I think so because she's in tip top form, and I'm sure she is going to try for that. I think based on how things are too, she's in a good place. And when you're in such a good place, it's good to try to run the fastest time that you can because you don't know what will happen after that, if injuries will come into be, or sometimes your program just your body is just not responding to the program as well as you would want it to. A lot of stuff affect the athletes. It could be something psychological, could be something physical. So, once you're able to perform at your best, I would say go for that. And that record has been there for quite a while now. So I don't think it matters when she breaks it. The fact that she breaks it would mean that she would etch herself into, history for a very long time.
For sure, for sure. So if you were to, in terms of encouragement, what encouragement would you give to a Shericka Jackson for tomorrow?
Well, just focus on your race and, run right through, see how close you can get to that record or break that record if you can. But, just make sure you're doing the small things right and, make sure that you're focused on the race.
For sure. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the Voices in Education. This is a safe space where we can share and learn from each other. We do that in a respectful way to ensure that we are maintaining our safe community. So we're talking about Shericka, and we're talking about Shericka in the context of Gabby, and also, is Shericka going for the record? And I would like to hear from you in those contexts and also concerning encouragement and expectation. Also, I have an update in terms of, to share regarding Shericka and just to get your views on that. And so I am just waiting for more persons to come on and join this live so that we can have that other part of the conversation going as well. So, do you believe that Gabby, well, I guess you said it, Ruren, that Gabby won't be able to give Shericka that challenge? So, Shericka is going to win. So, that's your prediction on this one. But do you believe that Gabby will be able to push Shericka enough to get the record, or it's just solely Shericka and the clock?
Well, if Gabby's going to push Shericka, it simply means that she'll have to perform better than she did in the final 200 at the World Championships. So if she puts in a better performance, or let's say she gets a good start or get a better start than Shericka, and put Shericka under that early pressure, then that could be something that could trigger Shericka to run a bit faster as well. But I can't see Gabby beating Shericka at the moment.
All right. So based on the entry list right now that I am seeing from the website, in that race we'll have Brittany Brown, Tamara Clark, Shericka Jackson, Daryl Nita, Jenna, Antonique, TT Terry, and Kayla White. So we're seeing that we're having some of the women from the 100 meters coming back in this 200 meters as well. So do you believe that, given that, are you expecting that some of these ladies, for example, Daryl Nita and I believe Tamara Clark, perhaps Antonique, or perhaps not, but Tamara Clark and TT Terry, do you believe that they probably will be tired and the field might be slower than we're expecting in the context of Shericka going for or racing against the clock, or Shericka would just have to condition her mind to go against the clock as opposed to waiting for the field to push her?
Well, I think how that works is it's basically her objectives for the race. If it's a case where she's just saying, all right, I'm going to just win this race, I'm going to run within myself and do enough to win the race, then we're not going to get the record. But if she decides that she wants the record, then she's going to be running against the clock, regardless of who is there to try to push her. Because no one pushed her in the last race.
Just a moment. I am even seeing on this list that Gabby's name is not on it. So the list has been like updated because yesterday someone indicated to me they are posting in the chat that Sobada was no longer in that 100. So I saw the list again and it was Zoe Hobbs that was in there. So perhaps it's pretty much, perhaps Gabby's not in this one. So if you have any information regarding Gabby, you can let me know if Gabby is going to be in this 200. But for sure, from what I am seeing right now, Shericka is in, and we're wondering if Shericka is going against the clock and if she's going for that record. Welcome if you're just tuning in. Please give this video a like, share with friends and family members. And if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome to this safe space. And do not forget to hit that subscription button. That is definitely important. All right. So hit that subscription button. So remember, you can share your views in the chat, or we would love to hear your voice. Why not call the WhatsApp number that you see on screen? We would love to hear from you. So you can definitely give us a call via the WhatsApp number that you see on screen. Let's keep the chat going. Let's keep the phone line going. I would definitely love to hear from you. And roll call, where are you tuned in from? Let me know in the live chat. I know that UK is here. So Soji, I know that you're here. Big up, big up, big up yourself. Bahamas, are you here? Barbados, Guyana, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, USA, Suriname, St. Lucia, and of course, Jamaica. Are you here? Let me know in the live chat. And I know soon I'll be hearing from Mr. Portmore. Mr. Portmore, I know you might be listening, or perhaps you're on your way home, but I know I'll be hearing from you, Mr. Trelawney, Kiwi, Soji, Colleen, if you're listening. We'd love to hear from you and your take on this one as well. And persons from Lincoln, so Altia, are you in the house? Let me know. Florida, if you're tuned in, let me know how you're doing in the context of Hurricane Idalia as well. Let me know what's going on with you. Persons from Georgia, I know we have listeners from Georgia as well. How are you doing? Are you doing okay? Let me know in the live chat. New York, are you here? And I remember I got someone from DC. DC, was it DC? But I guess if you're here, just let me know in the live chat. And Kenny, Orlando, are you here? All right. Again, give this video a like, share with friends and family members, and encourage them to come on over and be a part of this safe space. All right. You are definitely safe with Voices in Education. So I'm not seeing any comments coming in the chat as yet. So let us give it, a little bit more time for persons to come on in and share in the live chat there. So don't be afraid to come on in and be a part of this conversation. Definitely important. So far, we have been seeing that persons are saying 100% it's going to be Shericka. And perhaps I am seeing that Gabby might not be in this one. So if you have information on that one, you can let me know. But the big thing is for me, and I guess for all of us, is Shericka going for that record tomorrow? Will Shericka do better than, as it now stands, at 21.34? So that's Flojo's record there. And we know that Shericka is in a good place as it relates to her form. She did 21.41 in Budapest. So she's just like a second out. And Quesolis, hello, welcome, welcome. Welcome. How are you doing? Let me know. How are you doing? And please don't be afraid to call the WhatsApp number that you see on screen. We'll definitely love to hear your voice. All right. So again, let me know where you're tuned in from. and, come on over and be a part of this conversation. So let me just check the chat for you. So Rurian, any further comments from you? Rurian, are you still here? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here. Are you still hearing me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So interesting times ahead. It's good to see if anybody will peak their form and come close to the kind of form that Shericka is having. So that's interesting. And there are new people coming into the field as well who has less time out there running. So that's also something that we need to you know keep up in our minds, because they could be coming in with some good performances as well. So it's really interesting. But the most interesting part of it is if Shericka is going to decide to go for that record. And what would it be like if Shericka gets that record?
For sure, for sure. And that's a big question, right? And I am seeing K Solis 85. Perhaps you're Kenneth, if I am putting things together correctly, or Kenny. Perhaps you're Kenny from Orlando, if I'm putting things correctly. And you're saying, good, everything is good. The storm has passed. Awesome. And, I hope persons there in Georgia are doing well. And the last update that I read that was earlier this afternoon was that the storm was perhaps going to punish the Carolinas. So we're hoping for the best, and we're sending our best to you guys from this platform and just asking you to prioritize your safety. That should definitely come first. All right, so who is going to call? And right now, let me just play this. Let me see if I can get this audio for you going here. And it's interesting. It's an interesting take. So let's try and see if I can get this one going through. And then I'll ask you for your perspective, your view on this. So I saw a bit of the press conference that Shericka did there in Zurich, Switzerland. And this is what she pretty much has to say about the 400 meters. Let me try and get this up for you. And so perhaps I just need to end this here. Let's just try that. And let's see if this goes.
Jamaica childhood coach would allow me, but
all right, let's try and get this back for you.
and I wanted to break the Jamaica national record, which is currently 49.3. My personal best is 49.4, which back in 2019. So I wanted to run the 100 and the 400 at Jamaica childhood coach would allow me, but I definitely hope someday coach and I can sit and we go back to the 400, because I definitely want to see how fast I can run now that I'm super faster than before. I said I was capable of running 47, and definitely I still believe that. And as I said, it's just to trust your body and trust your coach.
All right, so that's Shericka Jackson there talking about going back to the 400, and that she wanted to do the 100 and the 400 meters at the trials. So Shericka seems to have, hopes of going back to the 400, and would that make her the greatest sprinter of all times? All right, so I'm getting a call, so let's take this one. Hello, caller, you're live.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Is this Soji?
Yeah.
Awesome. How are you doing?
Not bad. Yeah, I just sending things over. I just tell my friends them to like the show.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, to me, this is the best chance for if you see like how this is not wrong. If she is good, if Shericka can go for the record, but somebody have to press her. Gabby, I think Gabby would have to come off the turn before, and then she can blow out the real way. Because we see,
just a moment there. Just a moment. I just checked again the entry list, and I am not seeing Gabby's name, so I am not sure. So if any one of you in the chat there has an update as to if Gabby is going to participate tomorrow, you can let me know. But I just checked and I'm not seeing her name, but I'm hoping that she shows up, right?
Okay. Well, if Gabby don't show up, because for that record to work, someone have to go there and run real hard to press her. Because if you can remember when the 400-meter
Hello guys, let me know if you're able to hear me. My apologies for the disconnection there. So let me know if you can hear me right now. I just want to know if we got connected back to the stream. Hello guys, let me know if you're able to hear me. Awesome, thanks for letting me know. More genius. Unfortunately, my little one disconnected the internet, so we lost the stream. So happy to be back and knowing that this connection is working. So please, if for any reason I am disconnected, I will definitely try to reconnect with you either by going on another link. So just keep your post notification on. If for any reason the conversation is ended prematurely, I'll try to find some way to post and communicate with you in the community tab. So I am happy that we're back up and running. All right. I see Anika. Hopefully you're still here. Welcome to the conversation. Shericka will not challenge the world record at this time. She will only run a comfortable and injury-free race. More genius. Shericka wants to run the 400 meters again. That's interesting for sure. All right, thanks for letting me know. Scarlett and Clyde, welcome. I'm just going to get back to Soji because Soji was on the phone before we got disconnected. So I'm going to get Soji back online for you. Hello, Soji.
Yeah, hi, yeah, I see that you're coming back.
Yeah, you're live again. Sorry about that. My little one was using the internet and for some reason he disconnected the whole thing. So
Then that's happened at time. No worries. So yeah, so as I was saying to you that if Shericka get pressed, she can go off of the record.
Right.
She can run 21:30. She can run 21:30. So in the 30s, but you see, is the record is it's not a easy thing. The record is a hard thing to break. A lot of person came before her and tried to break it. So, but she just have to just improve, and she just have to believe in herself. Said yes, she can do it.
Right.
Because self-belief is a hell of a thing. Because when you believe, you win the race before you start, with confidence. If you don't have no confidence, you lose the race before it starts.
Yeah, for sure. So what is your view on the fact that Shericka wants to go back to the 400 where she was before? She wants to run the 400 again.
Well, you see, 400 the 400 meter for ladies now, really, as she said, she getting stronger and faster now. So she see that way, because I see her as a 2-4 athlete, much, I see her as that, but she can prove herself. She knows that she don't win the 100 meters yet, but she win the 2 already. So she want to go and do the double like the girl from France, win the 4 and the 2.
Right.
So she win so she want to be in that category, because in the 100 you have a lot of person coming up and running. So, but as I said, she's a good 100-meter runner. So as she work on her start and everything. So, well, I wish her good luck in anything that she do. If she decides she's going to do 4, she go to 4. So.
Yeah, for sure. So do you think she's trying to perhaps at least win the 100? Because I feel like our goal right now, our objective at the 200, if it is that she wants to go back to the 400, is to get the record in the 200 and perhaps try to do that for the 400 as well.
400. Yeah. She stand up far way better chance for breaking the 2 and the 4 record. What's the record for the ladies 400?
I'm not sure now, but I heard her saying she wants to go for the national one in Jamaica, and she did state sometime there in the audio clip that I played previously, but I'm going to play it again.
Yeah, she can break the Jamaican one for sure. I don't have a problem. I know she can do it, but the world record, I think it is 48 or 47.
Probably about 47.
Yeah, so that one, as you see, nothing. You never say no to nothing at all. But as I said, I only want to see that little girl, Brianna Liston, get some more body, and then I know she's gonna break record.
For sure. I think
I know she gonna
so.
break
The
it out.
400 meters is 47.60. That seemed to be the record
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she a far way up, but she can get there with her determination and those things. She can get there and believe, self-believe, tell herself say you can do it. That's why I think you see that American guy, he gonna create a lot. He said he coming for 3 goal and he get the 3 goal.
Yeah,
No one was
Lyles.
expecting to win. Yeah, no one ever expecting to win the 100. I know I 100% sure you'll win the 200, but not the 100.
So who were you
And he done it.
expecting to
But
challenge him in the 100?
in the 100, you see, it's because he come on so late. He make his run so late. So that's, and I said, if even I was looking at said, if Civil run was running to the line, but I realized Civil run 80 meters and
Yeah,
start to look. And when you run 80 meters and start to look left, right, and center, you have to run 110 meters to win the 100.
get you.
So, and
Somebody
then
said that to me the other day, that they need to teach Civil how to run 110. So by the time we start look left and right, is over the line.
mhm. And why you think at the trial both him and Blake run out of the top two? If you take notice from the race go off, the both man looking at each other. The both man looking at each other because I fly down for the trial, and when I fly down to watch the trial, and when I look, I see the both man looking left, right, and each other. I said, when I look, I see they finished third and fourth. And then I said, oh my God, these things, the two best chance we have. Because if both of them was in the final, I can tell you, the final maybe would be different,
Right.
Because Blake get this start where, Blake can beat any one of them on the day, But
Yeah.
this boy, when I see the time that Nile run in the 100, I said to him, well, he's not going to run about 1950, those region I was saying run around. When I see the time he run in the 100. For him to break the record, the 200 record, he have to run a faster time in the 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did want to see Knight and the other guy test him more.
Yes, I was expecting that
there.
matchup from Knight, but we didn't get it. Yeah.
No, but you see, as on the next program, I called Jamaica and tell them, said, the winner will come from Nile to Knight and the other guy third. That's how I did see it. Because I know Knight would come, but I was looking for them to lead much more, but Nile catch him very early and find him straighten up. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
but he bring a lot to his post. But as I said, the moment for Jamaica, the two best moments for Jamaica, where we get 2 goals when no one was looking to see who get goal those region. The 400 and the 100-meter hurdle.
Yeah, that's true.
No one if a person in Jamaica tell me they were looking for goal in those races, I would tell them, from those 2 persons, I would tell them they were lying.
You say what kind of bet that, man? Waste your money.
Yeah, but the person, the guy that I was looking to see, and the same thing he dropped again. Well, I don't know.
Oh, Broad
The
Bell.
guy, like he dropped last year and he come back and drop this year. But I definitely want to see him at a championship to run. You see, I want to hope he run at Diamond League, beat up these guys at Diamond League. I want to see him beat on the world stage.
For sure. Yeah.
I don't want to see him come and drop again. Will come in Paris next year. No. Beat this. You see, I don't want him to come and be like an extra sapper. run at the Diamond League and beat everybody at the Diamond League and at the championship, he don't perform.
Get what you're saying. Get what you're saying.
Yeah, so I only hope he can come and recuperate. And what happened to McLeod?
I don't know what's happening, with Omar McLeod. Not sure, but we haven't seen him much.
But I think the KC hurdlers then turn up at the big meet because Parchment turn up at the big meet and McLeod turn up at the big meet. But this guy don't him come at big meet 2 times and come drop.
So we just have to hope for him that Parison just try. I don't know. But with the hurdles, anything can happen because
anything can happen.
Yeah, it's an obstacle running. So just like Danielle, we weren't expecting her, but she did it. So and look how many names. That was like a stellar field, right? So and we want to see her tomorrow again because she's going up with some big names as long as that entry list.
Wow, is in it.
So from memory, I think Harrison is there and Quinn, Camacho Quinn.
But Kenny Harrison, I know she was not gonna win it because when I see she run like that in the heat, I said
it was too fast.
Come on. Yeah, too fast. You just need to take it easy. And you see, Williams this year I see something with her. She have a very good start over the hurdles, and I said, yes, she looked good, but if you attempt to show win, I would say, no. I never put no money in the air. No money. I never bet in that race.
Yeah, for sure. She's going to. I guess she's going to do well, and hopefully Brittany Anderson, is back for Paris. We just want to wish them all the best, So that should be amazing.
Yeah, the best.
Yeah.
And I want to get some good sponsors so that they can make some money. That's when they retire, they can live a nice life.
Yeah, for sure. So what would be your encouragement for Shericka tomorrow? So you're expecting her to win, but perhaps not get the record because of the field, the quality field. You need somebody to press her. So what encouragement would you give her?
What I would love to say to Shericka, believe in yourself and tell yourself said you're going to break the record. And I would love she broke the record at one of the Diamond League. Reason is you don't have to do no round, so just go out there and blow out and go and try run as fast as ever. And if you can do that, listen, if you can do that, you can do it. But it's not a easy road. This record may be close, but it's hard. But just believe in herself because she had the right attitude and she listened to her coach and everything. So she had the right attitude. So anything can happen.
For sure.
Anything can happen. But I would love to see someone come off the turn. It's like how Shelly run and will be ahead of her and so forth. That's all. She would love someone to do that. When they do that, she have to run them down, and then she can have a better shot at the title. Okay. But if she go at the front and she just not blowing out, she just go there and just run her own race.
Get you.
She have a point to prove in the 200. So that's why she come and do like that. You see, Gabby couldn't believe she opened her mouth very wide. Yeah, Gabby opened her mouth very wide. And you see the attitude that Shakiri have.
Right.
believe in her, believe in herself, and say she she can, she only will get better. That's the type of attitude I want Shericka to have. And Shericka, what I love about her, when if someone asks her if she could run, and she just smiled and said to the gentleman, said, listen, I I run a very fast race today, and you're asking me about the record, and I like the attitude there. I love that when you say that. Don't bother come and say, oh, I could break the record and never get. No, she do her best, and so forth. So we have to just appreciate and just pray for her to see that we can have a Jamaican out there and name up the record. That you see recording setting up, but they are very hard to break.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. For
To
sure.
break. Because until today, is you and Blake on the second fastest time in the 200.
Yes.
And I think maybe he's the one that run the second fastest time in the 100 too.
Perhaps, you know. Perhaps.
Yeah, because he run 9.69. Tyson Gay run 9.671. And Usain Bolt run 9.5 something. So that's how it goes. I think you and Blake, in any case, that's why I said he's to get the respect by what he's deserved.
Yeah, you and Blake, I think, second with 9.69 perhaps there. Yeah. Or 9.70. Yeah.
So I think him to get the respect, him to be go down as a legend too. He come and be the youngest member to win 100-meter world championship. He was the youngest man to win a 100-meter world championship.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing here, Tyson Gay and Ewan Blake, they're tied. They're ranked number 2. I see. Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently they both did a 9.69.
Okay. Yeah. Tyson Gay did that too. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. But and the good thing about it, I never hear balls mixed up in no form of doping like those guys.
Yeah, that was excellent, and that is something that I'm extremely proud of, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, so that's where you go to. Guys, wanna like up the thing, guys, like up the things. Like it up, like up the show. Bring it up. How many person on the chat now?
Let me just go in there and check. It looks like about 16 I'm seeing here. No, 19, about 19. Because we're building up and we lost that connection. So perhaps persons.
22, I see 22 and 9.
Okay, well, perhaps because the number keeps changing and I need to keep refreshing my page to see the number. So perhaps, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so like up the show. Well, as I said, what time tomorrow the Diamond League start?
So I placed the times on the community tab. So let me just try and tell you that. So they're in British summertime as well as Jamaica time. So if you go on the YouTube page and you look in the community tab, you will definitely see that information. So I'm going to share with you the Jamaica times based on the conversion. So I guess you're interested in that. So the 100 meters woman will be 2:15 p.m. Jamaica time, right? And the
8:15 over here.
So perhaps around that your time. And the 200 meters will be 3:04. So 4 minutes past 3 Jamaica time. And the
4 minutes past 9 England time.
Okay.
That's good for me.
Yeah, so you will see those. So once you go on the community tab, I have both times. So one of the times they're in British summertime and the other one is in Jamaica time. So you can do the conversion based on where you
All right,
are.
I will see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I
So
will
thank you,
see.
Soji.
Yeah, man, and I will continue. I'm continuing seeing the show and just continue and do the good work. You will just get better and stronger.
Thank you so
So
much.
just that, right,
Really,
and believe in yourself, and your channel will continue to grow.
definitely. Thank you so much, Soji.
Yeah,
Really appreciate that.
no worries.
All right,
Okay,
Soji.
bye.
All right, bye. Take care.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I'm continuing seeing the show.
all right, awesome. So that was Soji there from the UK, and I definitely need to go to the chat. I do not want you to believe that I am ignoring you in the chat there. Not at all. And KJ is saying thanks for coming back for sure. And just share and like, guys. We had a little mishap, but we're here again. And let's just, keep building. So share. And if this is your first time here, welcome to this channel. Please hit that subscription button as well. All right. So I am seeing Solis 85. Why didn't Shericka run the 100 meters at the Diamond League? I am not sure. I can only assume that perhaps she's trying to go for the record. That's my assumption. So I do not have a definite response for you there, Solis, but welcome again and thanks for asking. Miss Powell, welcome, welcome, welcome. And Miss Powell is saying Parchment is the reigning Olympic champion. For sure there. More Genius, welcome to the chat. I believe you were here, but welcome again. Maybe the coach is managing Shericka's workload. And I believe More Genius is speaking in the context of the clip that I played earlier, with Shericka wanting to go to the 400 meters again. So I'm going to replay that for you. Miss Powell is saying Gabby will press her, but Shericka will win. I am hoping that Gabby is in the race. So the last entry list that I looked at, I am not seeing Gabby's name, so I'm not too sure what is happening. But initially, the name was there, so we'll see what happens tomorrow for sure. It's just, I guess, a few hours away, right? So again, welcome if you're just tuning in. Welcome to the Voices in Education. This is a safe space where you can share, right? Definitely you can share about varying topics, and we respect each other and we understand that we might share different views, but your views are welcome. Each of you bring your uniqueness to this place and space, and with that uniqueness comes diversity, and there is so much richness with diversity that we can learn from each other. So thank you. So let me know where you're tuned in from, and remember to just like this video and continue to share this platform. Let's get to that 1K subscription mark. First step, first goal, and we continue to expand together. All right, so don't be afraid to call in. The WhatsApp number is right there on screen. I would definitely love to hear from you. You can also let me know where you're tuned in from. That is also welcome. And I want to now go back to that clip that I played earlier so that you can hear Shericka and what she's saying in the context of the 400 meters, all right? So I am going to get that clip playing for you. More Genius, just like the live. Thank you so much for liking. Edsil, welcome to the chat. And if Shericka does not have anyone to push her, the record is very hard to get. Just remember that record is 35 years old. And thank you for sharing that, Edsil. And that was some of the sentiment or some, that Soji was sharing just now. now that perhaps the record might not come because she needs someone to push her. And unless she has that, you know, determination to run against the clock. So I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow for sure. All right, so I'm going to replay this clip from Shericka about the 400 meters, and this was what she said at a press conference. So I'm just going to bring that back up for you and let you share your views on this one as it relates to Shericka.
That I wanted to break the Jamaica national record, which is currently 49.3. My personal best is 49.4, which back in 2019. So I wanted to run the 100 and the 400 at Jamaica trials, what coach would allow me. But I definitely hope someday coach and I can sit and we go back to the 400, because I definitely want to see how fast I can run now that I'm super faster than before. Said I was capable of running 47, and definitely I still believe that. And as I said, it's just to trust your body and trust your coach.
So that's Shericka there, and Shericka is pretty much saying that she wanted to run the 100 and the 400 meters at the national trials, but you know, coach pretty much wouldn't allow it. But it's a conversation pretty much that she's willing to have with her coach in the context of the 400 meters. So what are your views on Shericka going back to the 400 meters? So I would love to hear from you. Don't be afraid to phone the number that is on screen. And okay, Mr. Portmore here and on the WhatsApp chat. So again, sometimes I don't necessarily get to see the WhatsApp chat, so it's easier to comment in the YouTube chat, all right? But Mr. Portmore is saying, I guess Shericka loves the 400, all right? Let me try and get this up. She knows it's easy for her. All right, so that's a comment there. Again, you can call the WhatsApp number that is on screen. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the Voices in Education. Please remember to give this video a like. And if this is your first time here, welcome to this safe space where you can share your views. And it doesn't matter if it is different from others. Your view is definitely welcome. Your voice is always welcome in this space. All right, so I'm just going to replay the clip so that persons who perhaps did not hear, you can just hear what Shericka has to say regarding the 400 meters, and you can tell me what are your views as it relates to Shericka and the 400 meters? So that is Shericka considering to go back to the 400 meters. So let me just go to this clip again for you.
That I wanted to break the Jamaica national record, which is currently 49.3. My personal best is 49.4, which back in 2019. So I wanted to run the 100 and the 400 at Jamaica trials, what coach would allow me. But I definitely hope someday coach and I can sit and we go back to the 400, because I definitely want to see how fast I can run now that I'm super faster than before. Said I was capable of running 47, and definitely I still believe that. And as I said, it's just to trust your body and trust your coach.
All right, so that is Shericka there, and Shericka believes that she's capable to run that 47, and I believe, as I mentioned earlier, the record for the 400 meters is 47. I'm trying to find that information for you again, but I'll get that. I'll pull that up soon. All right, so let me just look in the live chat here. Yoda, welcome to this safe space. Thank you so much for coming over and sharing. And Yoda is saying, I believe Shericka is running from those American sprinters like Richardson. Then she's gonna answer. She's gonna have to answer to Fenke Ball or Shawnee. And those are some good considerations there for sure. Well, I don't know if she's running away, but we'll see because Shericka was once there. So I believe, as she said, you just have to trust your body. And I guess she knows what the shape or the form that she is in. And again, from that conversation, she was saying, I am super fast. And that is a good word there that we need to key in on. Just my belief here, because once an athlete is coming out to me and saying, I am super fast, it means that Shericka, to me, for Shericka, it's nothing more than business. All right. And Miss Powell is saying if she, I guess, go to the 400, it's going to be very competitive between her and Sydney. Okay, thanks for sharing that as well. All right, so that's another consideration there. All right, please, the phone line is open. You can definitely call in and share your perspective on this. So is Shericka going for that record tomorrow? You can let me know in the chat, and for sure, you can call the WhatsApp number that you see on screen. We would definitely like to hear from you. And also, what are your views on Shericka considering the 400 meters again? And again, if this is your first time here, welcome to the Voices in Education. We definitely appreciate you here in this space. If you're a returning viewer, subscriber, welcome again. Welcome again. We really appreciate you being here and sharing. And also, if this is your first time here, please hit that subscription button. Please hit that subscription button as we continue to grow together. And don't forget to give this live a like as well. And share, 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 share. What do you love to eat? Share it like something that you love to eat, all right? Well, perhaps if you love something, you're not going to share it, so hear what? Share it like something you love to eat when you're sharing it for yourself, all right? So share it like something you love to eat when you're sharing it for yourself. That's why I wanted to share it, because you're not necessarily going to share something you love so much with somebody else, but share it like when you're sharing something for yourself that you love to eat. Awesome. All right. So welcome again. So Rurian, you're here. And what are your views on the conversation so far?
Oh, some rich conversations that are happening here. I'm reading through the chats, and it is really interesting to hear what people have to say as it relates to the this matchup between Shericka and Gabby. But I think everybody else is trying to is on Shericka's side as it means it relates to winning this race. So it's really interesting. That clip that you played just now, I was listening to it as well, and it is also something of interest. So this is what I am going to share with you. Do you think Shericka would be able to do the 1, the 2, and the 400 meters if she talks to her coach and he is in support of that, or she will choose 2 of the 3 events?
I don't think she can do the 3 events in like a championship or the Olympic Games, because given the schedule and the heat, that would be too much. So I guess she's perhaps, even if I feel, and I can be wrong here, that Shericka wants to perhaps just get that record for the 200 and like, okay, I did what I came here to do, and perhaps move back to the 400. I don't know. I could be wrong, but
What is your view? You could just say, give us that in your comments in the chat to tell us what do you think? Shericka doing the 2 and the 4, or Shericka doing the 1 and the 4, or do you see Shericka attempting to do all 3?
all right. So Yoda, you have a very good question here in the chat. And the question is, in your opinion, who is stronger at 100 and 200, Elaine or Shericka? So Yoda, my answer to that will simply be based on the numbers. I guess you can't go wrong with the numbers. So in the 100, I would say, again, given the number, Elaine. And in the 200, for sure, I'll go with Shericka. So Elaine, in the Elaine shape and form that we know her to be, when she's at her peak, I would say she would be better for the 100, and and that is also a given based on the number. And in the 200, I'll go with Shericka for sure. All right, so, and I'll put that out to you too, viewers and listeners. In your opinion, who is stronger at the 100 and 200, Elaine or Shericka? And remember, the phone line is open. You can definitely call in.
Oh, that's an interesting question there. Really interesting question, because these are two ladies at their best. They would give us some awesome competition. So it would be nice to see all those top ladies in 100-meter final, and we probably will see that next year in Paris when these ladies line up at the Olympics. So I'm thinking about a field that includes Shelly and Fraser Price, Thompson Hira, Shericka, who else? Shakari. We can't ever leave out. But there's a call coming in, so we'll get back to that point.
All right, let us take this call. Hello, caller, you're live.
Hey, how you doing? This is Mr. Portmore here.
Hello, Mr. Portmore. I figure you out. Rohan, right?
Yes, you like figure me out too much. Okay, I'm not ready to talk to you all yet because I'm just listening to the program right now. But just before your caller just left a while ago,
right?
Based upon you, she should do the 1, the 2, and the 4.
Yes, he was asking that question.
All right, let me remind you, if we are talking sports, it's people who on the program know anything about sport. You're talking about 9 rounds, not just a 100 and a 200 and a 400. You're talking about running 9 rounds.
Perhaps he was thinking about the circuit, the diamond circuit, one race and done.
Okay. But in a championship, that's 9 rounds. 9 rounds. It's not even in a diamond league for one race out. No.
Yeah, no. It's a lot given the time and the short space of time.
No. It's not that possible.
Yeah.
Not possible. I have a lot of comment on the topic here, but I'm not ready yet. So let me settle in and we can talk later. I'm listening more to people and talk. So I'm here now.
Okay.
But based upon 9 rounds? No. One behind the other? No. Not impossible, but not realistic.
I get you. That when that question was asked, I was like, oh, it's perhaps 2, but not 3, given the same thing, the rounds. It's a tough call on that one for sure.
The word tough is easy. The word tough is
you say you want something tougher than that.
Yes, we find a dictionary where it's heavier than that, man. And not the word impossible though, but tough is not a word for it. So I'll let some people as well, and I keep listening so that I can take my notes down and jot down things what I need to address and get back to you.
For sure. All right,
And
Mr.
say
Portmore.
hi to the viewers, and tell them, say, let's start, man, let's start.
You guys, you hear that from Mr. Portmore himself from the Sunshine City. Big up if you're tuned in from Portmore in St. Catharines, the Sunshine City. And Mr. Portmore is saying, call in and talk, man, talk. All right, so that was Mr. Portmore. And for sure, guys, you know, that would be, I guess, a tough one, but still, you can share your views if you would like on that. But, you know, we are seeing that, you know, Shericka is pretty much down to business. Shericka means business right now, and Shericka is now considering, you know, the 400 again. And I see K Solis is laughing out loud in the chat. And I guess that's about Shericka, you know, the idea of Shericka running the 100, 200, and 400 meters in one championship. Oh my word. She would have been the greatest sprinter of all time. Well, that would have been, well, let's see. I don't know what Shericka has in store, but let's see. Again, welcome if you're just tuning in. And I just want to remind you as well of Yoda's question. In your opinion, who is stronger at the 100 and 200 meters, Elaine or Shericka? So that's a good question, and we would definitely love to hear from you. So don't feel afraid. Don't be afraid to call in. Don't be afraid to call in. K Solis, do you want to call in? Do you want to call in? Let us chat. Call the number that you see on screen there and let us talk. Let us talk about this one. You know, it's good that we can have this awesome conversation in this safe space. So let us continue to protect our community and keep it safe. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And please hit that subscription button. And also, if you're tuned in, please also give this video a like. All right, guys, let's do that. Let's do that for sure. So I'm just waiting to see if I'm going to get another call. Don't be afraid to call. The phone line is open and we would love to hear from you. More Genius is sharing there in the chat. Elaine for 100 and Shericka for the 200. All right, so noted there. Thank you for sharing that. All right, any other views on that? In your opinion, who is stronger at the 100 and 200 meters, Elaine or Shericka? Would love to hear from you. Don't be afraid to call in. Don't be afraid to hit that like button, and don't be afraid to subscribe to this channel. All right, Rurian, back to you. So you brought that up, and are you taking that back or are you reconsidering?
I'm not taking it back. It was just a question, you know, based on what Shericka said in that clip there. She said that she's gonna ask her coach about the 400, right? So it's going to be challenging for her to, you know, to do those. But I wasn't expecting her to do all three. But putting myself at the point where Shericka was just asking about the 400, I was wondering if that was a consideration in your thought. But seeing that everybody think that it's too much for her to do all three of those events, not impossible, but it's going to be a challenge. I know that it would be a challenge with scheduling, but which one of the events would she give up in your own understanding? Would she give up the 100 meters or her pet event, the 200 meters? What do you think? If she's going to take up the 400 meters, she can't do all three, or it's difficult, challenging for her to do all three. Which two events would you want to see her performing in? Would you want to see her in the 400 meters and the 100 meters? Or would you want to see her in the 200 meters and 400 meters?
All right, so that's a question there for you. So given what we heard from Shericka regarding, going back to the 400 meters. So the question now is, if, she's supposed to select at least two events, which two would you like to see Shericka select in that sense? All right. So what combination do you think would work? So 100, 400, 200, 400, and obviously if you say 100, 200, it's going to leave out the 400. So I guess it's 100, 400, or 200, 400. Let us hear from you. Would love to hear from you. So don't be afraid to call in. Don't be afraid to like this video. Don't be afraid to share. And don't be afraid to hit that subscription button. All right, let me just go back to the chat to see what is happening there. Not seeing any new comments just yet. All right, guys, please like and share. We lost connectivity, and so that, placed a bit of strain on this live this evening. So I am hoping that you can share so we can get the number going up again. All right.
Yes, guys, and liking the video will also allow YouTube to recommend this live to other people. So just close the chat for a few seconds and just hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, please. We really appreciate your presence and your opinion.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're just tuning in, I am going back to that clip. I am going to play that clip from Shericka again so that you understand, what we're talking about in this context of the question, if Shericka should go back to the 400 meters. So I am just going to bring the clip up for you, and let's go.
I wanted to break the Jamaica national record, which is currently 49.3. My personal best is 49.4, which back in 2019. So I wanted to run the 100 and the 400 at Jamaica Trials, what coach would allow me. But I definitely hope someday coach and I can sit and we go back to the 400, because I definitely want to see how fast I can run now that I'm super faster than before. Said I was capable of running 47, and definitely I still believe that. And as I said, it's just to trust your body and trust your coach.
All right, so that was Shericka there, talking about running that 100 meters and the 400 meters at the trials. And perhaps I'm just wondering if, given that she had, a bye to go in to the championships for the 200, perhaps she just wanted to run the 400 there just to break the national record, right? And still go back to the championships running the 100 and 200. So I'm not sure there, but I am seeing Ed Still here stating that Shericka needs to stick to the 200 for now to try break the record. So we're getting another call, so let me just take this call. Caller, you're live.
Back again.
Okay, Mr. Portmore.
I'm listening. Let me see if I can enlighten him a bit about what Shericka is trying to say. For the last couple of years, Shericka Jackson has been the best 400-meter runner Jamaica had for the last couple of years. She has been the quality in the race. Okay? So she's not talking about competing on a regular basis in the 400 meter as a champion. She wants to break the Jamaican record. That's it. Breaking Jamaican record, and one, be a part of the pool. Be a part of the pool in the 4x4. She see where she can help the 4x4 team, and that's her aim.
For sure.
Don't get her wrong. She is not trying to go back to run the 400 on a regular basis. She wants to get the opportunity even one time to break that Jamaica record. As she said, she is faster now out of the gate. I have been watching Jacko for a couple of years now, from high school. Jacko is never been a start. When Jacko even on the 400, when she runs in the relays, she walks out of the block and time her runs so much that she comes on in the final last 200. That's Jacko style. In a 400 flat, Jacko walks out of the gate forever. Everybody knows this. But on the back stretch, when she decides to come forward, she will be there. So Jacko is now faster out of the block. So she's saying, if I use that speed out the block with my stamina that I had before, I probably can break the Jamaican record. And just like Usain Bolt, remember, everybody know that Usain Bolt was a youth champion, right?
Yeah,
so everybody knows that Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Every time Jamaica enter the finals of the 400 meter right around the world, the question still remains. Could Usain Bolt give us a leg, just any leg out of the 400 meter when he was running well, doing well? Everybody say he was fit and ready. Usain Bolt could have walked out of the gate and go in and strike and finish a good leg, especially if he's not start, meaning you're giving him the stagger, meaning now he doesn't have to leave out of the gate as fast as he should. Him can run down somebody or him can just take him speed and put Jamaica in front and carry them to the line, whether him run second in that, but him keep them close to the leaders. That's the aim of 400 meter. You put people in place. Say for instance, what's the guy that will win the 400 meter again? That little young boy missed me. Watson, right? Watson in the race. You Bolt at a 400 meter fit and ready. Now, one of them either go and get them closer so that Watson get a closer area to stay in front with them. If you understand what I mean. Usain Bolt could have done that because he knows to run a 400.
Right.
History tells that Bolt leave the 400. People ask him, why not go back to the 400? He said, mad, them training there. He now go back into them training there no more. 400 meter training is not that easy task. It's not. 333, 14 laps. That rough by anybody. But as I said, Shericka Jackson right now, she is faster. She said, if I get out of the gate with these girls, I can give them good competition because I have that strength already. I have that stamina. So I can probably, that's only, as I said, I was just answering his quest, whether she can do she can do 2 events. She can do 1 and 2. She can do 1 and 2, or of course, listen, right now you don't have that tapping speed to come out of the gate, don't do the 1. Do the 2 and the 4. She will be comfortable there because in the 2, you can recover. In the 4, you can recover. In the 1, it's very hard to recover.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the decision between him and her is like, okay, let's see how you look in a couple months from now in the Jamaica trials. Because we have a lot of events. Grace Jackson, the events about the key here. Yeah. So put her in a 1 and because more sprinters, even Bolt, remember I said Bolt starting season running up 4. Blake starting season I run up 4. Shericka, Elaine start our season and run up 4.
Yeah.
Not competitive anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
But just to see their strength. So if she can do that and just to see where she are, she blast out of the blocks and say, I can take this chance to break the Jamaica record. That's just it. As I say, I'm writing down a lot of things I read as me I talk with you, but
yeah,
there is.
I agree with you that she's trying to go for the Jamaica record. That's my thought too, but I don't know, so it's just my assumption.
No, that's not an assumption. That's exactly what Jacko is seeing right now. That's exactly what she's seeing. She's seeing the opportunity to put her name on that Jamaican record. That's all she's seeing. competitive wise out there in the world, no. Her personal thing that she wants. She's strong enough. Say for example, in the 100 meters, she start slacking out of the blocks. The coach said, no. As I said, the coach said, no, you're not coming out of the blocks fast enough. Your finishing speed is too late. Let's try the 2. Let's do the 2. Let's do the 4. Let's say Felix. She's trying to be a Felix. Or not trying to be a
Alison.
She see where Felix, yes, where Felix do the 2 and the 4 and was very good at it. But Felix is a 2, come down to a 4, come down to a 1. That's all you judge the athlete. Felix went to the 2. Even our Jamaican born girl, what's her name? And she married to this football player. I forgot her name. And she's always in Jamaica. Anyway, she also come down to the 2 too. Because she had that 4 step. So she used the 2. But as I said, tell him, let him know. My friend over there, I don't know if you're in Canada, USA, England, that your question is valid, but think about it as an athlete and think about it as a coach. Don't think about it as, oh, this is what I would like to see. Some things that we would like to see. I would like to see peace on earth. And it's not happening the last 3 years I'm on this earth. But as I said, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. But it's not. Right now, tell him that's a good way to think of it, because I would love to see her do the 1, the 2, and the 4. I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
Yeah, awesome.
I wouldn't bet my house. I would bet my house, but I would love to see that. That's a good way to think of her. Yeah. Seeing that now we put her and the question about in the 1 and the 2, who is stronger? Remember the first time I spoke with you on your program, I tell people I work with time.
Yeah, the numbers, right?
Your time put you in a spot. If you're talking about the fastest man, the second fastest man, third, look at the times of Elaine Thompson comparing to Shericka Jackson in the 100. In the 100, okay? Now, put that aside. Let's go to the 2. Let's go to the 2. Who had the second fastest time in the world over the 200 before Shericka Jackson?
Yeah, Elaine.
Here we go now. Now we can be competitive there. You're talking about a fit Elaine versus a fit Shericka Jackson. Coming from the 2, we have a race on our hand. We have a race on our hand, because guess what? You take me off a number 1, you put me a number 2, you want back my spot up there, now come feed.
That's a good one.
No, that's it. Remember when this white girl beat Elaine in the 100, clip her out at the line, I think? I forgot that. My son loved that girl. That
who you talking? Shippers? Daphne? Was it Daphne?
Ah, there you go. Shippers. You remember that? What happened in the 2 after that? Shippers was on her face, dropping down.
Then the 200.
Upset. And the other thing is, Blake and Gail at the same time. Let me tell you how.
Oh, Tyson Gail? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. When Usain Bolt broke the world record, and run 9.58, Tyson Gail came and run 9.69. Running second.
Yeah.
So that's where Tyson Gail didn't get 9.69 after when he won any race. He got it running second. Because he thought he would have beat Bolt, but Bolt was totally dominant. So, all right. So I answered 2 questions. There was one more.
The one no. Oh. Is Shericka going for the record? For the record tomorrow.
Right.
I want to hear from you, yeah.
No, Shericka cannot get that record tomorrow. Shericka cannot get that record tomorrow because there's nobody to press her. None whatsoever. And if she tries that, it probably be her last fast race for the year. If you understand what I'm saying.
Get you.
If she tries that now, in her farm where she is, this great farm that she is in, she will not probably run through the rest of the year at that pace anymore. She'll have to go now and get that body ready for Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
So we wouldn't be seeing her like on the global stage a lot. Running in a good time where I say, oh, she look competitive. Oh, she look now. We have to say, what happened to her? Coach is having her calm down that body. It's about keeping an athlete fit and ready. Elaine suffers so many injuries that people wouldn't know. Bull suffers so many injuries, people wouldn't know. The amount of time, excuse me, the amount of time that man has to go to Germany to go do him. You understand what I'm saying? The amount that, because his body overworked and it needs to come back down. Any physical coach can tell you, once your body is getting tired, it can pop something to keep it up. It's gonna pop something that telling you slow down. You're overstretching, you're overdoing this, you're overdoing that. So one more topic. Okay. She can run a fast race. She can run a fast race, but a record pace race is not in the books, right? It's not in the books. So I can look for it within the Olympic year, excuse me, in the Olympic year, but I would look for it from her now. The 100 meter, many have tried that 100 meter final and couldn't make it. That time is ridiculous. That's a ridiculous time, very ridiculous. So, but it's the world record, so we have to stand by it. If you notice the commentators nowadays,
when they ask
they don't talk about the world.
Yeah.
They only say they've set the fastest woman alive now. That's all them say. Fastest woman alive, because they're not recognizing the record in the details that Americans are recognizing. But let's leave it there. I'm not going any further with that. So to see Elaine and Jackson put up a fight, I need to have a fit Jackson and a fit Elaine. But I wouldn't give them the win, because now, if you talk about putting everybody fit, I'm gonna put a Shelly in there fit too.
Yes, for sure.
And I know none of them not coming out leaving her in the blocks. I mean, no, the first 30, none of them are look when I hear a flash, whether the red one or the green one of them has a flash. So
yeah, it's you can imagine, and we have all that treasure in Jamaica. You know, we really have that, and we have a lot to be thankful for. You know.
There you go. We won 1, 2, 3. Anybody can remind me of that 1, 2, 3? Who was those 3 persons? Think hard, people. People want to come in at the chat after me done in a time. I'll make sure come. I'll jump on my jet now and come to me. I tell you.
All right, chat.
Think about it.
Want to hear from you in the chat there?
Look, we did a 1, 2, 3. Anybody remember the 1, 2, 3? Who was it?
We did a 1, 2, 3, and I think we did a 1, 2, 2. Was something?
No, we want the 1, 2, 3. Tell me who's the 1, 2, 3.
All right, I'm waiting for the chat.
If my memory serves me right, it's 3 Jamaicans. If my memory serves me right, yeah, I think just 3 Jamaicans. I think Shelly was a part of that. Elaine was a part of that. And I guess Jacko was the next one, right? And if somebody can tell me how the race ended, I'll be so happy. Because I don't remember the race.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember that race, but I remember the podium, you know. I can kind of picture. I remember 1, 2, 2 or a 1, 2, 3, yeah.
We did a 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
But I don't remember how the finish was. I was so elated and happy that the TV broke. So I never get to watch that.
Yeah. I wonder if that was the real one when Shelly got third
It was recently.
recently. Oh,
Yeah,
was that
Natalia
Eugene?
was
Eugene. Was that
Oh, thank
Eugene?
you.
Yeah.
You remember now.
Yeah.
I was on
Lots.
1 2 3, was it?
Yeah, that's lots to remember, you know.
All right. So let's see who won the race. I can't remember who won the race.
I think it was Shelly, Shericka, then
Oh, Shelly won the race. Okay, I
then
wonder who went second.
then Shericka, then Elaine. I think if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah.
Oh, so remember what we're talking about now. A fit Shelly, a fit Elaine, and a fit Jackson on 100 meter.
Well, let
Where's
us
the rest
see.
of the
Do you
world?
think they're going to give everyone a gold medal?
Anyway, that's all I jot down so far. So I'm gonna listen out for my call. You know, go call no, you know. Now wait for him reply. Right, my boss? You have a call. Now wait for your reply. So jump in it, you know.
I saw you first start it off. Soji.
That's why I'm gonna make you a call for him. So I'll give other people the opportunity now to respond, and let's start until we're ready for it, you know. Okay.
All right.
Please like the thing, brother. Subscribe.
Awesome. Thank you. That's Mr. Portmore right there from the Sunshine City, just sharing with us some, nuggets and his perspective, and, happy to hear from him again, and also happy to hear from you in the live chat. So I'm just looking right in the live chat, and I'm seeing K Solis 85 there saying yes, and I'm not sure yes to what, but thanks for commenting. And Yoda is saying that, pretty much there's a lot of pressure on Shericka from Jamaica. And when the pressure was on Elaine in Tokyo, Elaine delivered 2 gold medals. All right. And Ed Sill is sharing that, I guess there are a lot of 400 athletes, including Shawnee, Fenkable, Paulino, Sydney, and all these athletes have better rankings than Shericka. All right. So thanks for sharing that, Ed Sill. More Genius is agreeing there with Ed Sill and saying ball, as in Fenkable, is not normal either. And Ed Sill is saying she can run the 400 to break the national record. So that is Shericka can run the 400 to break the national record. American Black, welcome, and sharing both there. And K Solis is saying, I agree. Wasn't it the 2020 Olympics? I'm not too sure. I'll have to double check because I am remembering a 1-2-3 and a 1-2-2, right? So I'm remembering those 2 instances. All right, so good question there, K Solis. And let me just check here to see what's going on from this side here. Again, remember that you can call the WhatsApp number that you see on screen. All right. You can call in and share. We would love to hear from you. So I am getting a caller here. So let me take this call. Hello, caller, you're live.
Hello, good night.
Good night. Welcome. Is this Kenny?
Oh.
Sounds like Kenny.
Yep.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Everything is good after the storm.
Okay, awesome. So do you have like family in the Carolinas or in Georgia?
No,
or friends?
in Florida.
Okay. Okay. So what are your views on the topic or the conversation that is going on now?
I agree with the last caller. I think he was spot on. I do also think that Shericka, for this race tomorrow, I don't think she has anything to prove. She already proved it, being like the fastest as far as with the record this year, with the 21.41. I don't think any of them are faster than her or have any personal best better than her for tomorrow's race, or any of the women right now that can race against her. So I think that's her baby, the 200 meters. So she knows that she is the best at it. So she's gonna go out there and just run, but I don't think she's gonna try to break the record.
Okay, okay. So she's pretty much going to run, as you said. There's nothing for her to prove at this point. So, so you're expecting her to win, right?
Of course, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. So, what encouragement would you give to Shericka going into that race tomorrow?
I don't think she needs anything because she knows that she has it. So I mean, I just think just go out there and run the race that she always runs, and like I said, she showed it, when she ran in Budapest. I mean, we seen it all there. She beat her last previous time in Eugene. So, like I said, none of them can outrun her. I mean, Gabby is motivated by Shericka. So I mean, she tries to emulate her, but she knows she can't. I mean, I don't see her reaction on Budapest. When she won, Gabby was surprised because she couldn't believe the time. I mean, yeah, she couldn't believe Shericka's time. So I think Shericka might want to just wait till it's Olympics and try to prove that she can, and she probably wants to break the record for the 200 and the 100. I don't know. She just has a lot of hunger and drive. She's young, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that, as you said, that she's hungry right now and she has the confidence, and I guess she's in the best form of her career right now and ready to go.
Yeah, I don't think Gabby. I don't see Gabby being like consistent. I mean, sometimes she falls off and then she comes back out of nowhere. But Shericka, she's up in that line, she's ready to go. She's on go all the time. She doesn't stop, and she knows she's either gonna get first place, second, or third. But she's always gonna. But Gabby, I don't feel that she. Sometimes I feel she's inconsistent when she runs. I don't know. That's from what I've seen. But Shericka's always there. Shelly's always there. Elaine. I feel also Elaine. Sometimes now she's not. She's going through a rough patch now, but I think she's gonna. I don't know. Something I feel that she's gonna come back. And she's gonna show out tomorrow, so as well.
For sure. So thank you so much for calling and sharing.
Yeah, and then we'll see tomorrow. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Oh, definitely. Like tomorrow is going to be a buzz over here.
But I have my money on. I mean, sorry to say. I mean, people probably disagree with me, but I have my money on Elaine. And I have my money on Shericka. I don't think Gabby is going to beat Shericka, and I don't think that probably Sha'Carri's probably gonna, I don't know. I feel like she's intimidated by Elaine. I don't know, but we'll see.
Okay, so you're carrying Elaine for that 100. So anything in particular, like why you're selecting Elaine?
I think she's like the underdog right now, and I just feel that, like I said, when I saw the 4x100, when she ran her split, it was pretty quick. When she ran her turn and in the heat, I know that she didn't run the finals, but I think that she's ready. Her speed was pretty impressive from the split when she ran her, But I don't think. I just feel that she's ready and that she's capable of more. I just think she didn't run the full potential from what I see in that 4x1. The heat, I think that was pretty impressive. But she was really pretty. She was right up there with Shelly, So we'll see tomorrow what happens.
Yeah, for sure. I guess we're all waiting to see that. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. But thank you for letting me call in, and like I said, I love this commentary and everybody sharing their ideas and their thoughts, and I'm always listening to all the other callers' opinions. Like I said, I just checked the records out and I just see the times, and I don't really see any 200 meter the sprinters, the females beating Shericka. All of them. I mean, maybe Gabby's the closest one I've seen, and even the personal best. But the time is everything. You see the times, and none of them can match to Shericka's 21-4. I think Shericka even run a 21-8 and still win tomorrow. Really, it's me.
Yeah.
That's just me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you for letting me put it.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. And thanks for calling in, and thanks for just, being here and supporting this space.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. Take care. Good night.
Good night. You too, Kenny. Take care. All right. So that's Kenny there. And Kenny was sharing in terms of, his expectations for tomorrow, and pretty much saying, I'm betting on Elaine and Shericka. Win, lose, or draw, it's Elaine and Shericka for Kenny. All right. And so let me go right back to the live chat here. And I am seeing American Black. Woo! Woo! Go, Shericka. Get it, girl. And so we see that there. And Ed still is saying, I agree with the caller. 400 meters and 400 meters hurdles are the hardest race on the track, And let me just go down some more. American Black here again. It's only winners and losers. If we don't win, we lose. We get up and get better next time. And USA, their goal, intimidated. And I guess American Black is saying he's funny, okay? Soji, thank you. Thank you, Soji, and thank you for your support as well. So Soji, Carlton there in the chat. And if you're just tuning in, welcome to this safe space. Please remember to like this live, hit that subscription button if this is your first time here. All right, we definitely appreciate your support, and not just, hitting the like and subscribing, but also your support in the chat, sharing, and also your support in maintaining this safe space. So definitely appreciate that. So we're here having this conversation about, Shericka. Is Shericka going for the record? And if you have any, words of encouragement for Shericka, what is your expectation? Will it be that you're expecting Shericka to get the record, to run a slower race? The fact that she does not have anything to prove tomorrow. What are your views on this topic? Also, Shericka is considering, going back to the 400 meters, and as one caller broke it down for us, it may simply mean, based on that clip, that Shericka wants to, break the national record. And I agree with that caller, kind of my assumption too. Again, would love to hear from you. You can also comment in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. So let me see. I know we have UK, right? The USA. So we have Orlando here. Florida. Florida, are you here? I believe so. Georgia, not sure. Bahamas, are you here this evening? Barbados, Guyana, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. How about Suriname? St. Lucia, are you here? And of course, Jamaica, where are you? I know that we have Portmore here. And we also have, I'm not sure who else is here. Where are you tuned in from? Edsel, would you like to phone in? Would love to hear from you. The phone line is open. Would you like to call in? And Kay Celeste saying yes, yes. And the United States for sure is here. Edsel, we'd love to hear from you. Are you able to call in? So I'm just waiting for you to respond, Edsel, if you're going to call in. Definitely love to hear from you. Again, welcome if you're just tuning in. Welcome to this conversation. We're talking about, Shericka's 200 meters run tomorrow over there in Switzerland. And I guess so far, based on what we have heard, is that the expectation is that Shericka is going to win this one. And I remember earlier, in the context of the record, it is a possibility, but based on the conversation, probably a slim one in the context that she will be running against the clock and would not have, people pressing her to go for that. So it's a slim one, but I guess still a possibility. And I remember perhaps Soju was saying, like, if she have that confidence and that determination to say, I am going to run against the clock, then the record might be possible. But it's also important to have someone, pressing her to get to that record. And perhaps she might not have that competition come tomorrow based on the numbers. So that's that's where we are. And again, I guess if you're just tuning in, you might have missed the clip. So I can play that for you soon so that you can hear what Shericka had to say about the 400 meters, and you can share your views on that as well. So I am still hoping to hear from you. We have a few minutes to go. If you're just tuning in, welcome to this safe space. Please remember to hit that like button. Also, if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And please hit that subscription button as well. Edsel, I'm still waiting to see if you're able to phone in. Would love to hear from you. All right, again, welcome. If you're just tuning in, please hit the like button. Please give this video a like, right, by hitting that like button. And also, please hit that subscription button. Based on the information from YouTube, a lot of persons are watching and are not, subscribing. So would love if you can just hit that subscription button. All right, so I'm just going to go back to that clip. So let me try and bring that up for you. And I'm going to play what Shericka had to say about the 400 meters. So I'm just going to try and bring that up for you. All right, so let me try and get the clip again for you so that you can hear what Shericka.
I wanted to break the Jamaica national record, which is currently 49.3. My personal best is 49.4, which back in 2019. So I wanted to run the 100 and the 400 at Jamaica trials, what coach would allow me. But I definitely hope someday coach and I can sit and we go back to the 400, because I definitely want to see how fast I can run now that I'm super faster than before. Said I was capable of running 47, and definitely I still believe that. And as I said, it's just to trust your body and trust your coach.
So that was Shericka there sharing in the context of the 400 meters at the national trials, stating that she wanted to run that 100 and 400 meters at the national trials, but coach wouldn't allow it. And so I guess she did not do that, but she's hoping that, she, along with her coach, can, go back and visit that. So would love to hear your views as it relates to Shericka doing that 400 meters run again. And perhaps, based on what was stated in the clip, I am understanding it to mean at the national trials to get the record. And, I don't know if she's going to do it, at like a championship. So again, just my analysis there. So I would definitely love to hear from you. So let me just check this phone to see if it is still going. All right, so yeah, everything seems okay here. So you can definitely call. The WhatsApp number is right there on screen. Would love to hear from you. So please call the number that you see on screen. If you're more comfortable sharing in the live chat, we would definitely like to hear from you as well. So I'm just here waiting to see if I am getting any new comments or if someone is going to phone in. Rurian, if you're hearing, would love to hear back from you. So please check in. All right, co-host, check in, check in, check in. All right, so I'm just checking the chat, not seeing, let me just refresh it. Not seeing anything new in terms of comments coming in. But sometimes I just need to refresh. No, not seeing any new comments. Again, please remember to give this video a like and hit that subscription button, all right? Let's keep growing together. So let me see. No new comments just yet. And I guess for, most of the conversation here, again, persons are pretty much agreeing that Shericka is going to win this 200 meters. So given that I guess most of us believe that Shericka is going to win the 200, what would be some words of encouragement that you would give to Shericka going into that race tomorrow? So you can share that in the live chat. What would you tell Shericka right now? Or you can phone in, of course, the line is open. The WhatsApp number is right there on your screen. So you can definitely participate in the conversation in that way as well. So what would you tell Shericka right now going into that race tomorrow? So what would you tell Shericka right now? And I am seeing here from KJ, run, run, run. That reminds me of a song. You better run, run, run. I don't know. I can't sing it on. I just always like to sing and I can't sing. So run, run, run. All right. So perhaps KJ is thinking that Shericka should, I guess, run against the clock. All right. So we're seeing run, run, run there. What advice would you give to Shericka or encouragement to Shericka going into that race tomorrow? Remember also that the times for the race, I placed that information, under the community tab. So you can go there and see the information there. And I have my co-host here again. So Rurian, you're live.
Okay. All right. I'm back just to, add a little bit of information to this podcast. So I'm thinking, I was listening to that chip that Shericka with Shericka that you played just now, and I'm thinking that what Shericka had in mind is just to break that national record for the 400. I'm not sure if she's harboring any other thoughts, but that's what she communicated, that her personal best in 2019 was 49.4 and the record is 49.3. So she saying that because she's faster, no, she thinks she can break that record. So I think that's where her headspace is. I'm not sure she's thinking about getting um, to perform in that event at the international stage. So I'm not sure about that. That's kind of, but I'm thinking that's where she she was going with that conversation.
Okay, so
And
that's
just to
like a
add to that,
reconsideration then.
go again?
Oh, that's like, you're reconsidering, you're reconsidering or your reanalysis in that sense.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just thinking about what she's saying. It can be interpreted both ways because she did not mention that she wasn't going to do any of the other events. She didn't say, all right, I'm going to choose 400 and 100 or 400, 200 and 400. She didn't say. She said she's just going to have dialogue with her coach regarding 400 meters. But I'm thinking if she's going to do any qualifiers, let's say for another world championship, she would get a buy for the 200 meters. So I guess that would give her enough space to do the 400 meter if she wants to go for the national record. But it's going to be challenging for her to do all three events internationally. But I just think that based on her current form and performance, she wants to be the holder of the national record as it relates to 400 meters women in Jamaica.
Okay, awesome. Let me just skip over to the chat here. Lock Raven, welcome. Welcome to this conversation. And Lock Raven is saying, in terms of encouragement for Shericka, just enjoy yourself. The record will come to you when you're not even expecting it. And I guess this is something that we can apply to our lives as well, Sometimes when you least expect something, that's when it happens. I can tell you all about that, And Edsel is saying Shericka is waiting for the Olympics to break the record because it pays an extra $100,000. Okay, thanks for sharing that. You, welcome, welcome, welcome to the chat. And you is saying, go, Shericka, go. Gonna win, all right, in Zurich there. So you welcome. Thank you for sharing. Again, if this is your first time in this safe space, welcome. Please like this video and also hit that subscription button. And remember to share this platform with friends and family members, all right? And encourage them to come on over and share their views because guess what? You all have a voice and your voice matters. It is important, and we would love to hear your voice. All right. So again, welcome to the Voices in Education. Rurian, back to you.
Yeah. So I'm still here. Nice comments coming in there. It's good to see I'm here from the new persons here, and continue to support us. We'd love to hear from you. You guys have always had good points to share with us, and it's so nice to read through the chats and see exactly the point of view that you're coming from. And it's really interesting that we can put all of these views together, have a sound discussion, and walk away with some conclusions. So yeah, so that's, as I was saying before, before you went to the chat, I think that's probably what Shericka has in mind. I'm not sure if that would be allowed by her coach for her just to run a race because of just wanting to hold the national title. But let's see how that pans out. She's pretty passionate, I think, about her 400 meters the same. So, who to tell what will happen in the future.
I am wondering, Shericka, and I guess the chat, you can just help me in this context. Shericka has the national record. Does Shericka have the national record for the 100 and 200 meters? You can let me know in the chat there because I am wondering if that's where it is coming from because she ran, that time there, which I believe might be, well, should be the national record there, right, for the 100. So perhaps she has it for the 200 and just want it for the 400 as well. So you can, share and you can also speak to that. And before we wrap up here, so I would love to know I believe she has it for the 100, and I'm going to think that she perhaps have it for the 200, and perhaps saying, okay, I have 1 and 2, I might just go for the 4. I want the 4 as well. So could that be the case? So you can
I
let me
guess
know.
that. Oh, so you're not talking to the side.
Oh, you can share, Ren.
Yeah, well, she could harbor that ambition, and I'm sure she would be one of the few persons who would be able to have all three if that's the case. So maybe that's where she is trying to go into some new territory here. So I don't think I think probably that's something that she has, in the back of her head. The possibility lies that that could be happening. Um, just before I go, I want to touch on a comment that I saw earlier today. I don't remember the name of the person who posted, but they were asking this question: why is Shericka not running the 100 meters race in I think Zurich?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it could be a case where they're managing her workload, meaning that they don't want her to run every race every time, just to ensure that she keeps fit and healthy. So she was coming out of some really strenuous performances in the World Championships. So maybe they're saying that we're just going to go half load on you here so that you can, keep fit and keep strong.
Oh, okay. So that's your kind of, I guess,
That's
perspective
my
there.
Yes, that's my analysis on it. Because it's a big in sports now where the administrators, coaches, and so on, they try to manage the workload of athletes in order to get a longer service out of them, so to speak. So she could go ahead and run all the races that are her own, but what will happen over time is that she's going to get burned out. So, maybe it's all in the plans for the Olympics, keeping her active, meaning keeping her participating in events, keeping her running, but not giving her a full workload so that she could get burned out. So I'm thinking that's basically what could be happening.
Okay, okay. I get what you're saying there. Okay, okay, Edsel. Okay, that's totally okay. I see your comment there. All right, so I'm just going to circle to the chat. Do you have any final comments in the chat? You can share that in the chat if you have any final comments before we wrap up. So perhaps for tomorrow's live, I'm perhaps going to start a bit later just so that we can get persons coming on. Started a bit earlier than last evening, but I realized that persons tend to come on a bit later, and that's okay. We're going to try and arrange that. So you need to keep your post notification on. And once you select that bell or tap on that bell, just select all so that you get all the updates from this channel, all right? So again, this is a safe space where we can share and learn from each other. And I am hoping to see you guys back here tomorrow when I guess everybody will have something to say. Everybody will want to share their voice then because we're going to see Elaine and we're going to see Shericka, and I want to hear from you. We want to hear from you because that is something, and especially for Elaine, I believe a lot of persons are going to come back to share, about Elaine. And, some persons are like, win, lose, or draw. It's Elaine and Shericka for me. But, some persons are saying Shakari is going to win as that 100 there. And so, again, I can't wait to see what will happen tomorrow, of course. And then I can't wait to hear from you, after those races. So that is also, important, to hear from us in terms of, what is happening. So let me check. Is it that we're getting a call here? Or perhaps not. But I'm just checking the chat. Any final comments from you? And I'm just checking in the chat with you. And Ruren, while the chat is perhaps, typing away there, what are your final comments?
I just want to wish the girls all the best. And hopefully they will do their best in the race and will, come out of the race healthy and feeling good about themselves. So that's pretty much my final comment. And, just go out there, do your best. And everything else will be taken care of naturally. Bye, guys. Have a good night. Signing out.
All right. Thank you so much there, Ruren, for coming over and sharing as usual. And Lucif, welcome. All right, welcome to the chat. And she can't beat the Jamaican. So I guess that is regarding Shakari there. All right, thank you for sharing. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for maintaining our safe and respectful space so that we can continue to share and learn from each other, so that we can continue to voice our opinions right here on Voices in Education. All right, guys, again, please remember to like this video. Like right now, just close the chat and give this video a like. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please do not leave without hitting that subscription button and turning on your post notification and selecting the all, right? So that you get all the updates from this channel, all right? We'll definitely be back here tomorrow evening, I guess about 6 o'clock there-ish, because I guess that's a better time for persons as opposed to an earlier time. So keep your post notification on, and we will definitely talk tomorrow about the races. And, as I mentioned, there are other Jamaicans that will be running as well. So let me just remind you before we go. So I'm just going to try and get that information up for you. So there are other Jamaicans who will be running as well over there in Zurich, Switzerland. And we are hoping that, they will do their best. Like with every athlete, we want the best from, all the athletes there. And we want, an injury-free race, all right? So we want to ensure that, those athletes are doing well. So we have Daniel Williams from Jamaica, and Daniel will be in that 100 meters hurdles, and that will also include Camacho Quinn of Puerto Rico. Kendra Harrison will also be in that one as well. Nia Lee and Devine Charlton of the Bahamas will be there. We'll also see Natoya Gould and Adele Tracy in that 800 meters. We'll also have Shanika Ricketts and Kimberly Williams in the triple jump. And that triple jump will also include Roas of Venezuela and, Perez Hernandez of Cuba also. In the long jump, we'll have Tajay Gale and Carrie McLeod will be there as well. So looking forward to that. All right. I believe Roshan Clark. Yes, Clark will be there making his Diamond League debut. All right. In the 400-meter hurdles. So definitely we want to get some updates on those races before coming here, tomorrow to talk about, those exciting stuff. So lots will be happening there in Switzerland. And we just want to be here to have a great discussion come tomorrow. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for sharing in this conversation. Thank you so much for liking, for subscribing, and for maintaining our safe space. So take care, everyone, and I will see you in the next live. All right, we'll definitely chat tomorrow. So I'm just going to continue with the slides until they end, and I will sign out. All right, again, take care, and thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for sharing this platform. Thank you so much for telling somebody to come on over. It means a lot. Also, remember that Voices in Education is also about supporting students. So, your support will help us to continue to support students. So please, give like, share, subscribe. Those are things that will definitely help us to grow together. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, and take care, and see you tomorrow after the races. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so that you can listen to the different voices in education. Stay tuned.